gentlemen, and welcome to By Request Live. Today being Monday, the 20th of June. And today in the studio, I have two very special guests, students of the Vaughan Inglés 4.0 course, Mika and Domi, who I'll introduce. Micah, she tells me, who I'll introduce in just a moment. But today, coming up on the program, to have versus have got. This is an important one that I've been requested several times. We'll discuss that. We'll also discuss the simple past versus the present perfect. Some very essential grammar on the program. Also, must and have to. We will look at on my own and by myself. We will practice with should, or at least we should practice with it. We'll also practice some pronunciation. Lots of material coming up. I do have two fantastic guests in the studio. My name is Kyle Millar, and this is By Request Live.
By Request. Inglés a la carta.
Yes, it is. Inglés a la carta. English to order. English to go. And, Micah, you're nervous.
Yes, very much.
Why are you nervous here on the radio?
Because it's my first time on the radio.
Your first time.
Yes.
Your first time.
Yes.
Time. Remember
Time.
with the M.
Time.
You have to close your lips with the M. Time. It's my first time. Can you say, I'm in my mother's memory? Can you say that?
I'm in my mother's memory.
I'm in my mother's memory. You have to close your lips with the letter M. Right, Domi?
Hello, Kyle.
Hi.
I have to tell you the same.
I'm in my mother's memory.
I'm in my mother's memory.
Yeah, good. So remember, you just have to close your lips with the letter M. So we don't say ein, but I'm.
Okay.
Right? So you're studying in the Vaughan Inglés 4.0 course.
Yes.
What can you tell us about it, Domi?
Well, that it's been really hard. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm learning a lot.
You're enjoying it still, or you enjoyed it a lot? Are you still doing it?
I am enjoying it.
Good.
Yes, but I think I'm falling behind.
Why
little bit.
Why are you falling behind?
Maybe because I need more time.
Yeah. Now, what point of the course are you at now?
I am at 166.
166
Yeah.
out of the 185.
Yeah, maybe.
Right? Or 195 classes.
I'm sure.
Yeah. It's a lot of classes.
Yeah.
But you're getting there, right? You're
Yeah.
poco a
trying.
poco, little by little.
Yes.
Domi, am I pronouncing that right? Domi.
Yeah.
Because I said Mika, but it's Micah. I won't make that mistake again. At least I'll try not to, Micah. Domi, do you know that there was a famous Canadian ice hockey player named Ty Domi?
A very hard one.
Yeah.
I have heard about it.
Well, how do you know about Ty Domi?
Yeah, I think a Canadian boy I knew told me about that.
Yeah. He is now retired, but his name is Ty Domi.
Yeah.
And he was known for one thing. What was he known for?
I think I don't remember. To fight?
Fighting.
Yeah.
He was known for fighting, yeah. But he was a crowd favorite. You understand? They liked him a lot, especially when he played in Toronto. He played for two Canadian teams, in fact. He played for a team in Winnipeg, which is in the west of Canada, and he also played in Toronto. Yeah. Anyhow, how are you doing today, Micah? Good? How are you? Good?
Good.
Good?
Very well.
You're doing all right?
I'm really nervous.
Yeah, nervous. Well, okay, little by little. Okay, I want to start with have and have got. This is a great question. I got this question by email about 2 hours ago from Luth, and she says, "Hello, Kyle. I'm writing to you about a doubt. What's the difference between have you got or do you have?" What do you think, Domi?
I'm not sure. Maybe have got is for material things. I don't know.
Well,
Really?
no, really, we can actually use. They're the same in the present simple.
So no difference.
What do I have in my book? What do I have in my book? What do I have in my hand? I just gave you the
You have
answer.
a book.
Oh, what do I have in my hand?
You have a book.
I have a book in my hand. For all you listeners out there in Radio Land, yes, I have a book in my hand. Now, if the people are watching over there, you see that camera? They're watching
Yeah.
us.
Yes.
The world is watching, and they can see that I have a book. Now, I can say I've got a book. I've got a book, claro. Right? I've got a book, right?
Yes.
I have a book. It's the same. It's fine. But I encourage you to use the I have a book. And the negative,
I have in a book.
I don't have a book.
I don't have
The
a
I
book.
have, I don't have.
I don't have.
Do you, if I say to you, do you have a book? Micah, do you have a book?
No, I don't.
No, I don't have a book.
I don't have a book.
Okay, and now give me the affirmative answer.
I have a book.
Yes, I have a book. It's the same as do you walk in the park? Yes, I walk in the park. No, I don't walk in the park. It's the same as any other verb. So it's easy to remember this structure. If you choose to use the have got structure, you're choosing to make your life more complicated, in my opinion, because it only works in the present. I've got a book. But yesterday, when we're talking in the past, we can't say yesterday I had got. No good.
I didn't.
That doesn't work. We have to say
I didn't have a book.
I didn't have. So I have a book. I don't have a book. Yesterday I didn't have a book. Tomorrow I won't have a book. So it's behaving like every other verb. So that's why I encourage you to use the I have, the simple structure. Do you agree with me?
If you say so.
Okay. So let me say very simply in Spanish, and I want you to give me the equivalent. Tengo.
Have.
I have.
I have.
I have. Tienes.
You have.
Él tiene.
He has.
Ella tiene.
She has.
Sorry?
She has.
She
has.
She
has.
She has.
She has.
Good. Ello tiene.
It has.
Good. Does Madrid have a beach?
No, Madrid hasn't a beach.
Does Madrid have a beach?
Doesn't has a beach. Doesn't have a beach.
Say it again.
Madrid doesn't have a beach.
Does Valencia have a beach?
Yes, Valencia has a beach.
Okay. All right. Tenemos.
We have.
We have. Tenéis.
You have.
Yeah. Ellos tienen.
They have.
Okay. Very good. They have. Okay. So it's very simple. Now, in the negative, no tengo.
I don't have.
Okay. Now, remember, at home, all you listeners at home, you have to follow along, right?
Okay.
Okay. They have to be following along. Now, by the way, do you listen to the radio shows, the 4.0 radio shows, right?
Yes.
And when I say en voz alta, do you do it?
Loud.
Do you do it?
Yes.
Good. It's
I'll try.
important. It's very important. Okay. No tengo. You said I.
I don't have.
Okay. No tienes.
You don't have.
Él no tiene.
He doesn't have. Yes.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have. Ella no tiene.
She doesn't have.
Good. She doesn't have. Good. Ello no tiene.
It doesn't have.
Right. Madrid doesn't have a beach. No, it doesn't have a beach, unfortunately. No tenemos.
We don't have.
Good. No tenéis.
You don't have.
Ellos no tienen.
They don't have.
They don't have. Okay. Now, interrogative. Now remember, at home, en voz
Alta.
Thank you. All right. Tengo.
Do you have?
¿Tienes?
Do you have?
¿Tiene él?
Does he have?
¿Tiene ella?
Does she have?
¿Tiene ello?
Does it have?
¿Tenemos?
Does we have? No, do we have?
Thanks for playing.
Do we have?
Again?
Do we have?
Do we have a lot of time left?
Well, more or less.
Yes, we have a lot of time left. We have 45 minutes left. Don't worry, we have a lot of time left.
Okay.
¿Tenéis?
Do you have?
¿Tienen?
Do they have?
Do they have? Very good. Very good. All right. ¿A qué hora comes todos los días? How would you say that? ¿A qué hora comes todos los días?
What time do you eat every day?
What time do you eat every day? Or what time do you
Have
have
lunch every day.
have lunch? Lunch.
Lunch.
What time do you have lunch every day?
At
Can you give me a full answer? I have lunch.
I have lunch at 4, more or less.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
You have lunch at 4 o'clock?
Yes.
In Canada, some people are having dinner at 4 o'clock. Really?
Yes.
Do you have breakfast?
Yes.
Do you have breakfast at home?
Yes.
What time do you have breakfast?
At 6:30.
Tell her to ask me if I have breakfast at home.
Do you have...
Well, tell her to ask me. Tell Domi to ask me. Hey,
Domi,
ask.
Domi, ask
Kyle.
Kyle. What time does he...
Yeah, ask Kyle what time he
does breakfast.
He has
He
breakfast.
has breakfast.
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 Okay, good.
Kyle, what time do you have breakfast?
Perfect. What does she want to know?
She wants to know.
She
wants to know.
Nice.
what time do you have breakfast?
No. No auxiliary verb there because it's indirect.
Okay.
She wants to know what time.
To know what time you have breakfast.
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 I have breakfast at 7:30 in the morning. I do. 7:15. Yeah, about 7:15 in the morning. Do you have breakfast at home?
Yes, I do.
What time do you have breakfast?
Around 6:30.
Okay, yeah, early.
Yes.
What time do you have breakfast?
At 6:30.
So you have breakfast at 6:30 and then you have lunch at 4 in the afternoon.
But at 12 in the morning, we have 2 seconds breakfast.
Okay, so you have a snack.
Yes.
Now, do you have Okay, I understand. You have a snack at 12 o'clock. Now, at 12 noon, right?
Yeah.
At 12 noon, you have a snack.
Yes.
Is it a big snack or a small snack?
A big. No, a small snack.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to move on now to another question. This one comes from Miguel. My friend Miguel, who has participated in a few shows, and he writes in a lot, and he says, Kyle, I've read your article about the present perfect tense. Did you see the article I put in the blog? We have a Vaughan blog.
Yes,
Did you know that?
I know, but I didn't see it.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I wrote an article about the present perfect tense. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right? And you can read it there online. If anyone is wondering where they can find that blog, you can send me an email to the By Request address, and we will. Maybe we can even put it on the screen right now for this podcast for where they can find that particular article. But he says, I'm afraid I don't quite understand the difference between who did it and who have done it. So the problem is sometimes, he says, what I mean in your article, ¿Quién lo ha hecho? I wrote, ¿Quién lo ha hecho? And I said, who did it? But Miguel would translate it as, ¿Quién lo hizo? But it's true. If something is complete, we're going to say, who did it? In the past, who did it? Who broke my watch? It's broken. I wouldn't say who has broken it. I would say who broke it? Who broke my watch? So the problem is you have this direct translation, but then we have sometimes a different judgment in English of when the transition takes place and when we have to use one tense or the other tense. But even in Spanish, you have a difference in judgment. Sometimes the people in the north of Spain use the tenses a bit differently than the people in the south of Spain.
Yeah, it's true.
Right? So why don't we try a little translation? Why don't we put you to the test with a little bit of translation? Okay, he visto 3 películas esta semana. Micah?
I've show.
He visto.
I've seen 2 films.
3 películas.
Okay. I've seen 3 movies so far this week.
Very, very good. I've seen 3 movies, 3 films, 3 movies this week. So far this week. Okay. Vi 3 películas la semana pasada.
I saw 3 movies last week.
Okay. Le vi hace 3 segundos.
I saw him 3 seconds ago.
Good. So here, look, it was just 3 seconds ago, but it's still in the past.
Yeah.
I saw him 3 seconds ago. No le he visto hoy.
I haven't seen it today. I haven't seen him today.
I haven't seen him today. Again?
I haven't seen him today.
Again?
I haven't seen him today.
Seen him.
Seen him.
I haven't seen him today.
I haven't seen him today.
Yeah, I see Alberto Alonso a lot, but I haven't seen him today. I haven't seen him today. Right? I haven't seen him today. So today is still continuing, right?
Yes.
So we have to use present perfect. I haven't seen him today. ¿Qué has hecho hoy?
What do you do?
But the day is still continuing. ¿Qué has hecho?
What are you doing today?
¿Qué estás haciendo? No. ¿Qué has hecho? What
have you done?
What have you done? Good job. Repeat, please.
What have you done
Hoy.
today?
What have you done today? What does she want to know?
She wants to know what you have done today.
Good. Exactly. Very good. ¿Qué han dicho?
What have they said?
Now
What did they say?
is what Miguel's talking about.
Yeah,
So,
it's
but they finished saying it in a conversation that is now complete. Oh, you had a meeting with the bosses?
What did they say?
What did they say? What did they say? Siempre en pasado. ¿Ok? He estado con mi amigo.
I've been with my friend.
But yesterday. Yesterday afternoon.
Yesterday.
Hey, what were you doing? Bueno, he estado... Here we would use the simple past.
I went with...
I was with.
I was with my friend.
I was with my friend, yeah. Me han dicho que venga aquí.
They have told me to come
Yeah,
here.
but now here I am. When did the conversation take place?
They told me to come here.
Yeah, so here we would still use the simple past. And a lot of people are listening and saying, Kyle, it's not very clear. It's not very clear. It can be a little bit tricky, a little bit difficult. But here we think that conversation took place in the past, and it is now complete. So we say, what did they tell you? Well, they told me to come here. They told me to come here. That's why I'm here now. Okay, hopefully that makes it a little bit more clear. Now, Miguel mentioned that he read my blog article discussing this, and it was a two-part article. He wrote to me after the first one had come out, but not the second. So I think, Miguel, if you're listening, take a look at the second one, and I think it explains this very well and gives some examples that can help solve some of your challenges with these tenses. So take a look at them. All right, why don't we move on to our next request? Should we go ahead?
Yes, of course.
All right, let's go ahead. And we have one from Miriam. Miriam was on the show. Do you remember Miriam? Have you heard her on the show?
I don't remember.
Well, she was on the show 2 weeks ago, I believe. She says, Kyle, I'm writing because I have a question. This is about the difference between must and have to. Do both of them mean obligation? Right? Is must used when you feel the obligation of doing something? What are the rules? Kyle, what are the rules? She says.
Well,
right? Micah, what are the rules?
It's difficult to explain.
It is difficult to explain. Yeah. But generally speaking, have to is more common, right? I have to quit smoking. Right? Where we have must. So it depends if it's an internally imposed obligation or if it's externally imposed. We have this is the way we analyze it. We say, oh, it's internal or it's external. The doctor says, you have to quit smoking, Kyle. I don't smoke, though. For example, you have to quit smoking. Otherwise, you could become very ill. I say, oh, boy. But maybe internally I say, yeah, I must study more Spanish. I really must. You know, if I want to improve, I must make more of an effort and study more Spanish. Do you agree, Micah?
You speak Spanish very well.
No, but I must make more of an effort, right? So generally speaking, have to is sort of externally imposed. The surroundings, the environment around you force you and are obliging you. Tener que, tengo que. They told me that I have to. The doctor told me that I have to quit smoking. He told me that I have to get more exercise, right?
Yes.
Do you have to study more?
Yes, sure. I have to study more.
Okay. But do you have to study more?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, do you? Do you?
I do.
So
Yes,
in the short answer, yes, I do. In the long answer, yes, I have to study more. But you can't say yes, I have.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Okay. So it's also good to know that we use have to much more often. Native speakers use have to more often than must. So I would recommend focusing more on using have to. Have to. Have to. Have to. And look how we contract it. We squeeze it together. I have to study more. So tell me 3 things that you have to do.
I have to do, I have to do, I have to do, I have to
But
do.
what do you have to do? For example, I have to study Spanish, I have to work hard, and I have to cook dinner for myself tonight. What do you have to do?
I have to do study.
Studying?
Study.
You have to you have to study? You have to study?
I have to study more.
Oh, okay.
I have to eat less. I have to work more hard.
Work harder. Not more hard, harder.
Harder.
Okay.
We have to travel more.
Okay. Do you have to? Why?
Because I don't travel a lot.
Well,
and
but
I would like.
You have to though. Is there going to be a disaster if you don't?
But I love.
Okay, all right.
Traveling.
All right, okay. What about you? Is there anything you have to do?
Yeah, sure. I have to learn more English.
Okay.
I have to learn to cook as well.
Ah.
And I have to sleep more time.
Ah. Yeah. Me too. I have to get more sleep. All right, why don't we move on now to our what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Oh, did you hear that? Eh? What's the difference? What is the difference? Here, on my own and by myself. Guillermo says, Kyle, I'm Guillermo from Uruguay. There you go. That's an international request as well. We have another international one later, but Uruguay, we're getting people from all over the place. Isn't that great?
It's incredible.
Do you have anything to say to our friends in Uruguay?
I don't know.
Listening online, vaughanradio.com. Also, we have lots of listeners in the Dominican Republic, 102.5 FM in Santo Domingo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But here, Guillermo says, Hi, Kyle. It's Guillermo from Uruguay, and I've learned with your show. I've learned a lot with your show, but unfortunately, I can't see if there's any difference between on my own and by myself. Oh, boy. Good question.
Yes, it is.
But really, he is, I say it all the time, he's getting a little bit picky. Rizando el rizo, splitting hairs. A little bit. On my own, I would say, means that you're independent, responsible for yourself. So for example, I found it on my own versus I found it by myself. Okay. On my own means you're independent, responsible for yourself. But by myself would mean that you are all alone. I recorded a lot of those radio shows for the 4.0 course by myself. There was nobody with me. I was alone, right? I did them on my own, okay? But I was also by myself, meaning I was alone in the area. Okay, and I found out on my own means that you found out independent of anyone else's efforts. But if I say I found out by myself, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but unless you think of it as being alone when you discovered something, okay? But we also have all by myself. When we say, I did it all by myself, we do this when we're proud of something. I did it. Look at this. I made this pie all by myself. My mother didn't help me. I made it all by myself, right? And maybe more significantly, we have the difference between to do something myself versus by myself. If I say I drove there myself, it means I was the driver. Maybe there were 3 people in the car. But if I said I drove there by myself, it means I was alone in the vehicle. Right? Okay. So, so there are some subtle differences there. Okay, but good question. Interesting question, Guillermo. Hopefully you're satisfied with that answer. And you know what? We're halfway through the show already. Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Really?
Yes.
That's what they say. Don't you think so?
Yes, it is.
So you're doing a good job, but we do have to take a break. So why don't we tell the listeners not to touch that dial? Say, don't touch that dial. You know the dial on the radio?
Yeah.
So say, listeners, please don't touch that dial. Can you say that for me?
Don't touch that dial.
Okay, very good. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Welcome to the second half hour. Micah, you're hanging in here. You're hanging in there. You're doing all right. Do you know that expression? To hang in, to survive. You're making it. You're doing a great job. Domi as well. Great job.
Yes, I'm trying.
Why don't we check in with our friends on Twitter? Let's do this thing. We've got, by the way, if you want to participate in the show, I'm using the Twitter account with my own personal account today. So it's I'm Kyle Millar. So instead of using the Vaughan account, what we're doing, we're starting to branch off and use our own accounts during the show. So if you want to participate, all you have to do is get on there, join Twitter. I'm Kyle Millar is my name on Twitter. Kyle Millar. It sounds like Kylemillar. And you can join and follow and participate in all the excitement here. So here, let's read a few of these. We've got, let's see here. Hi, Kyle. It's me, Rafael, from Huaraz, Peru. Here we go. Rafael, thank you for tuning in. Great to hear you. Great to hear from you, I should say. On Twitter. Great. Fantastic. Lots of international participation today, which is wonderful. And we have Clara, who says, ready to go with By Request Live. Very good. Okay, yeah, I'm ready. I'm finally able to listen to you. Ready, steady, and go. Teach us English, guy. And that is SV328. First taxi driver. Javier says, good evening, Micah. You sound fantastic on the radio. There you go. You're getting some compliments already. Fantastic. Just started the Wax Lion. Miguel just started listening to By Request Live on Vaughan Radio. Good afternoon to Kyle Millar and the ladies. Don't be nervous. He's a nice guy. Well, thank you.
That's true.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. First taxi driver. Hello, By Requestaholics around the world. Okay, Beatty says, Kyle, modal verbs. Okay, we can do some modal verbs. Good idea. You don't need to improve your Spanish. Just have a couple of beers and you'll do perfect. Okay. All right. And we have Gerardo Malaga. He says, hi, Kyle. I've learned a lot with your program from El Salvador in Central America. Wow, El Salvador. Maybe that's the first comment from El Salvador. So hello. Yeah, Gerardo. Well, hello to you, sir. Thanks for tuning in there on the internet. They're coming really fast now. Kyle, don't worry. I can't touch the dial because I'm listening to you on the internet. True. Okay, let's see here. The Wax Line. Me too. Kyle, don't close the window either. I don't get that. I don't get it. Don't close the window? Oh, for the internet. It's the modern way of saying don't touch that dial. You see, that's an old radio saying don't touch that dial, but yeah, don't close the window. Oh, boy. Okay. First taxi driver again. My question is grammatical. My question is grammatically correct to use conditionals in the same sentence. Remember, I'd be here if I had come. Well, I'd be here if I had come. That's not really two conditionals, though. But wait a minute, we can talk about conditionals another time. Yes, Michael. Well, it's not Michael, it's Micah, right?
Yes.
Micah. She's doing a good job. She is doing a very good job. We'll talk about conditionals a little bit later, though. But why don't we had a question here about modal verbs. And, well, we did talk about must and have to, but why don't we talk about should? This is a good one. Should. Should. And we can practice with should have. Should have and shouldn't have. And it relates also to a pronunciation issue because we say he should have worked harder. But we say should have, right? So, do you know who Ronnie Perkins is?
No, I don't.
Do you know who Nigel Perkins is? No. These characters from the Mundillo, Vaughan. They exist in some of these stories. So anyway, I want you to give some advice to Ronnie Perkins using should. Okay, so Ronnie is fat because he eats too much. So you can say Ronnie shouldn't eat so much, right? He shouldn't eat so much. Okay. Now, Ronnie has problems at his job because he doesn't know enough English.
Ronnie should know more English.
Well, what should he do? He should aprender, no?
He should learn more English.
He should learn more English. Ronnie should learn more English. One more time.
Ronnie should learn more English.
Okay. Now, Ronnie coughs a lot because he smokes too much.
Ronnie shouldn't smoke a lot.
Well,
So
yeah,
much. So much.
Yeah, he shouldn't smoke so much. Ronnie smokes too much, right?
Right.
He shouldn't smoke so much. Okay. Now, Ronnie loses a lot of money because he plays poker too often.
Ronnie shouldn't play poker so often.
Okay, yes, right. Now, Ronnie can't find a job because he doesn't know how to use computers.
He should learn to use a computer.
How? Como los indios. I have my hand up. They can't see it on the radio. How? Ronnie should learn how to... Again?
He should learn how to use computer.
Computers.
Computers.
He should learn how to use computers. Right?
Right.
How? A lot of people say ho. Spanish, my students sometimes, but no, how?
How?
He should learn how to use computers. Okay. All right. Now, Ronnie loses friends because he borrows money too often.
He shouldn't borrow money so often.
Nice. Again?
He shouldn't borrow money so often.
Money.
Money.
Funny money.
Funny money.
Funny money.
Funny money.
London. Can you say that? London. Month. Funny money month. London.
Funny money month. London.
Okay. How much money could you spend in a month in London?
How much money?
How much money could you spend?
How much money could you spend in a month in London?
Yeah. But I'm wondering, how much money could you spend in a month in London?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
A lot.
I could spend a lot of...
I could spend a lot of money in
a month?
In a month in London.
Yeah, so we have that un sound, right? Not money, but money. Okay? Okay. Ronnie loses friends because he borrows money. Oh, that's the one we just did.
Yes.
Wait, sorry. Ronnie doesn't look good because he doesn't shave very often.
Can you repeat, please?
Ronnie doesn't look good because he doesn't shave, afeitarse. He doesn't shave very often.
He should shave more often.
More often, yeah. Some people say, Kyle, what's the difference between often and often? You say, what?
No difference?
There's no difference. Some people say often, more American, I think, and more British to say often. But I say, what? Often. Okay? Now, Ronnie never has money because he never saves money.
He never saves money. He should save more money.
Yeah, he should save
more money.
He should save some money at least. Yeah. Now, Ronnie gets depressed because he drinks too much.
He shouldn't drink so much.
Okay, he makes a bad impression because he doesn't dress well.
He should dress well.
Yeah, or at least, mejor, no?
Better.
He should dress better.
Better.
Yeah, he should dress better. Basically, Ronnie is a disaster.
Yes.
Don't you think?
Yes,
This guy needs to make some serious changes in his lifestyle. Right?
Yes, it's true.
Ronnie Perkins, oh man, he should really make a lot of changes. So, subject should infinitive, right?
Right.
Okay. Well done. Good job. Why don't we move on now to a little bit of pronunciation. Pronunciation.
What?
¿Cómo se dice en inglés músculos?
Muscles?
¿Cómo se dice en inglés mejillones?
Muscle.
Yeah, muscles.
Muscles.
Muscles. What was your word?
Muscles.
What was your word?
Muscles.
What was your word?
Muscles?
What was your word?
Muscles.
Muscles. It's the same word. This pronounced the same. Muscles de músculos. How do you spell that word?
M-U-S-S.
De músculos.
No. M-U-S.
M-U-S.
C.
Yes.
E-L.
M-U-S-C-L-E-S. M-U-S-C-L-E-S. Muscles. Muscles. And mejillones? The pronunciation is the same. Muscles.
Muscles.
Do you know how to spell it?
I don't know.
Ask me how to spell it.
How do you spell it?
M-U-S-S-E-L-S.
Okay.
Muscles. But the pronunciation is the same. So this one was... Well, speaking of pronunciation, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Umenio. Yes, Umenio. Umenio. And he says, Kyle, I would like you to help. Me llamo Umenio.
Eumenio?
Is that a normal name? Have you heard that name before? Umenio, no? Umenio.
Eumenio?
Eumenio. Okay.
Eumenio.
And he says, Kyle, I'd like you to help me pronounce these words. He says, what's the difference? Well, there is no difference. They're the same. Muscles. All right, good. Oh, now I want to move on. I have a couple of questions here from Maria Jose. Hello, Kyle. It's Maria Jose again. I need to ask you some questions. Okay, good. The question word, how long? Oh, okay, but she wants to know about how long. Is it possible to use in the simple past? Of course it is. How long? How long were you at the party? How long did you spend at the beach? How long? Sure, no problem. Okay, how long? ¿Cuánto tiempo, right?
Right.
Okay, and the second, that was fairly easy. And the second, the expression, she said, and another is, ¿cómo se dice en inglés? He tardado 3 horas en llegar.
It has taken me 3 hours to come here.
He tardado, yeah. Yeah, or I would, but now I'm here. So I would use the simple, I would use the simple past here and say, it took me 3 hours
to come here.
Yeah, to come here, or to get here, or en llegar. En llegar, really we should say to arrive. To arrive. Now, your English teachers may say, we always use get to instead of arrive. Usually, yes. But in order to use get to, we have to know where. To get here, to get to the store, to get to the office, to get to school. But otherwise, if it's en llegar, pues ¿dónde? Aquí? Right? Right? We have to know where. Otherwise, we say to arrive. So that's when we have to use arrive when we don't know the location. Right? We can't. And another thing, when we say there, to get there, be careful. We never say to get to there. We say to get to work, to get to the office, to get to the church, to get to the meeting, but to get there. There are 4 special places: here, there, home, and back. And with these places, we do not use to when we're using get in the sense of arrive. Okay?
Okay.
To get here. Did it take you long to get here today?
Well, it took me half an hour to get here.
Half an hour to get here?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get here?
It took me 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get here.
Oh, so you were close by.
Because I was working and I work nearly to here.
Near here.
Near
here. We don't say near to.
Okay.
Near here. And I work near here. Oh, that's convenient.
Okay. And I came by car.
Okay, good. You drove.
Yes.
Right, you came by car. Okay, very good. Another interesting thing about this sentence, it took me 3 hours to get here. Remember, with the verb tardar, to take, the subject is it. It took. It takes me. How long does it take to change a light bulb?
To change?
To change a light bulb.
Bombilla?
Una bombilla de luz.
It takes me...
Well, not just you, but how long does it take? It takes
5 minutes to change a light bulb.
To change a light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb.
Okay. How long does it take to boil an egg?
I don't know. I think it takes.
It takes.
Okay. It takes 7 minutes.
Okay, very precise answer. 7 minutes to boil an egg?
Yes,
It depends if you want the yolk, la yema, the yolk, Y-O-L-K, yolk, to be hard or soft, right?
It depends.
The yolk. Did you know that? Yema de huevo.
Mm-hmm.
The yolk is full of cholesterol, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
But if you want the protein, where's the protein? Is it in the yolk or is it in the other part, la clara?
The other part that I
¿Cómo
don't
se
know.
dice en inglés? La clara de huevo. We say the white.
The white.
So yeah, this is the egg white. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the protein is in the egg white, and the cholesterol is in the yolk. Mm-hmm. Yolk, and yolk is Y-O-L-K. Yolk. Can you say that word?
Yolk.
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 Yolk. It's no es chiste. ¿Cómo se dice chiste? Joke with a J, which is almost like a CH, and you activate the vocal cord. Joke. Un chiste sobre yemas de huevo. How would you say that? A joke about...
A joke about egg yolks.
A joke about egg yolks, right? Yeah, so the pronunciation can be a little bit tricky there. Okay. But very good. Very good. Okay. So, yes, it takes. And how long does it take? The subject is it. Mm-hmm. Okay, it takes. And with me, I could say it takes me 20 minutes to get home. Mm-hmm. It takes her. How long does it take you to get home?
It takes
me
15 minutes to get home.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, good. Why don't we move on? We've got another question here. This one is from Pablo. He says, "Hi, Kyle, I'm Pablo. I've written to you before. Could you tell me how to say trabajar media jornada in English? Thank you, and congratulations on your program." And he says, "You're the boss." Well, I'm not really no soy el jefe aquí. I'm not the boss. Only
you're the best.
I have a lot of bosses. Bruce Springsteen is also the boss. But anyway, Pablo, he says, yeah, trabajar media jornada. What do you think? Well, what if...
Part-time?
Well, yeah, it could be part-time. Part-time is when you have a job where you maybe work 20 hours a week. Mm-hmm. That's a part-time job. I had a part-time job when I was 16 years old in a grocery store. In Europe, they say supermarket. In North America, we say grocery store. Mm-hmm. Supermercado. It was a part-time job. I didn't work 40 hours a week. It was a part-time job. It wasn't a full-time job, right? But media jornada. People say, ¿Cómo se dice jornada? Well, I think we just say a work day. Mm-hmm. It's your work day. So... trabajar media jornada, either to work half the day or a half work day. I only have a half work day. Mm-hmm. I would say would be my answer for that. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Does that sound all right to you?
Yes.
To work half the day. Okay. I'll move on now to the next one. Dear Kyle, I love your programs and try to listen to them all the time. But I'd like to know when will these programs be available on CD? Okay. Well, we don't have any plan at the moment to put these as I speak. But hopefully soon we will have some CDs of By Request. Hopefully soon. Okay. And I have questions here. The pronunciation of would've. Oh boy. And wouldn't have. Would have. So would have. And wouldn't have. But we often contract these. First of all, what's this table made of?
It's made.
What is this table made of? ¿De qué está hecho? Madera, no?
Wood.
Sorry?
Wood.
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 It's made of wood.
It's made of wood.
Of wood.
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 Good.
It's made of wood.
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 A lot of people have problems with this word. Is this good wood or bad wood?
It seems good wood.
It's good wood. It's good wood. Say it again?
It's good wood.
It's good wood. Yeah, it is good wood. I think so. Okay. But here we have wouldn't have. Would have. Would've. Would've. I would have gone there if I had the chance. Can you say that? I would have.
I would have gone there if I had the chance.
I would have gone there. I would have gone there. Can you say that? I would have gone there.
I wouldn't go.
I would have.
I would have gone there.
Yeah, so we have would have, would have, would have.
Would have.
Actually, I should have, in a past conditional, I could say, I would have gone there if I had had the chance. If I'd had the chance, I would have gone there. And in the negative, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have, but we're linking the words. I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have.
Wouldn't have.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I would have and I wouldn't have. Whew, tricky pronunciation.
Yes.
And he wanted to hear that. Sorry, she wanted to hear that. Excuse me. That was coming from Carmen. And Carmen wanted to hear that. Carmen also asked me about a few phrasal verbs, but you know what, Carmen? I'm going to leave that for next week. Or another program soon. We're going to talk about a couple phrasal verbs as requested by Carmen, but another day. Okay, so let's move on now to a question about all versus whole. All versus whole. So what's the difference here between all and whole? This is Sandra from Colombia. Yeah, fantastic. She says, I try to listen to your program every day by internet, and I think it's very interesting, and I like it so much. Currently, I'm studying English in Colombia. Very nice. But I've never understood what is the difference. I've never understood the difference, you should say, between all and whole. Can you explain it to me, please? And this is from Sandra. So, good question. Would you like to explain it? Or would you like me to explain it, Micah?
Explain
It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. Partly, I would say that these words have the same, in a lot of ways, the same meaning. There's a lot of overlap. Do you understand overlap? Que solapan. Solapan, the meanings overlap. Great, in a lot of areas. But all is often used as basically a collective adjective, referring to a collection of objects. All the apples. I ate all the apples. All the members of the team agreed. All the students did their best. Whereas whole refers generally to a singular object. I ate the whole pizza. Have you ever eaten a whole pizza? Entera. It's more like entera. Una pizza entera. Right? Have you ever eaten a whole pizza?
I haven't.
No, I've never.
I've never haven't.
I've never eaten a whole pizza.
I've never eaten a whole pizza.
Have you ever eaten a whole pie?
No, I've never eaten a whole pie.
Yeah, I love pie. I love apple pie. I love all kinds of pie. But I don't think I've ever eaten a whole pie. Okay. Also, we say all. So we say all of. But we don't say the whole of. Right? The apple was large, and I ate the whole thing. The apple was large, and I ate all of it. Okay? There were 5 chocolate bars, and my brother ate all of them. Oh, man, he ate all of them. Imagine there were 5 chocolate bars. And here, you can't use whole in this case, right? It's countable. He ate the whole thing. He ate the whole chocolate bar. But now if there were 5 of them, he ate all of them. We can't use whole in this case. Okay? I live 1 mile from school, and I walked the whole way home. Okay. I live 1 mile from school, and I walked all the way home. Or all of the way home. Okay?
So may I ask you something?
Okay.
Would you say I've been working all the week or the whole week?
You could say I've been working the whole week, or I've been working all week. Yeah,
You could say
all the week. You can say that. Sure, I've been working all the week, or I've been working the whole week. You don't even have to say all of. You could just say I've been working all week. I'm tired. Why? Because I've been working all week. Right? Okay, we have time for one more segment, right, Tino? We have a couple of minutes. Let's hear our international request.
International request.
Oh, this is an easy one. It's a quick one. It's a little bit of pronunciation. Maybe we could have used the pronunciation jingle as well. But, pronunciation. Begin. And this is from Rafael, who participated already in the program. He says, Kyle, could you help me with the pronunciation of the verb to begin? Let's conjugate the verb. Every day I begin. Yesterday I
Began.
Again?
Began.
Began. And lately I have
Begun.
Begun. Every day I begin. Yesterday I began. And lately I have begun. Begin, began, begun. No se dice begun. No, but begun. Okay?
Okay.
Every day I begin. Yesterday I began. Lately I have begun. Just before we go, that was a good question. Thank you there, Rafael, again from Peru, chiming in. Lots of international stuff on the program today. That was great. We can take a look at our Twitter response. And we have here, hi, Kyle, I'm Peppy. And she says hello to you as well, to both of you, to Domi and Micah.
Hello, Pepe.
Girls, you're doing a great job. I'm following along with you at the moment. Well, thank you, Pepe. It's nice to have you joining us, Pepe. And then first taxi driver says, yeah, I'd kill to know more about it. What's he talking about, though? Know more about what? I don't know. He'd kill to know more about... Oh, this is about something else. I was working on filming another project, and he wants to know more about it. Okay. Lots of participation on Twitter today. Thank you for that. And we're completely out of time. I'd love to keep going. We have two great guests today. We've had a blast, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
At least I have. It's been fun.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Well, I want to thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Such a great show. It's been great.
Thank you.
And I want to remind you at home that they can participate at home. Do you know the email address?
By request.
By request at?
Vaughan.
Grupo Vaughan.
Vaughan.com.
That's right. So send us an email to get your questions included on the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.